radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening, this is the 5FM Radio Main News, the headlines. Nyimba court sentences 2 Zambians to 2 years for smuggling 30 Ethiopians in an ambulance. Zambia's ambassador to Japan, Tobias Mulimbika, has reaffirmed Zambia's commitment to strengthening bilateral trade. And difficult Russia-Ukraine peace talks end without breakthrough. This bulletin is streaming live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and also live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. The Nyimba Magistrates Courts have convicted 2 Zambian nationals in connection with the case involving 30 Ethiopian nationals who were intercepted in Nyimba district while being transported in an ambulance. Chief Public Relations Officer Namati Nshinka explains that on 17 February 2026, the court sentenced Samukenge Chikema and Boyd Piri to 2 years simple imprisonment each with no option of a fine after finding them guilty of aiding and abetting the illegal entry and stay of prohibited immigrants. Mr. Nshinka says the 2 were apprehended on 25th January 2026 at Kacholola checkpoint in a Lusaka-bound ambulance belonging to Outaf Memorial Hospital. He says the 3rd accused person, Lina Mulipa Banda, who was implicated through investigations, pleaded not guilty. Meanwhile, Mr. Nshinka says 28 of the 30 Ethiopian nationals have appeared before court on charges of unlawful entry. Their case has been adjourned to 2nd March 2026. In a related development on 17th February 2026, the Sorenje Immigration Office secured convictions of 51 for offenses.
76, the court sentenced Samukenge Chikema, 45, and Boyd Piri, 43, to 2 years simple imprisonment, option of a fine after finding them guilty of aiding and abetting the illegal entry and stay of prohibited immigrants. The 2 were apprehended on 25th January 2026 at Kacholola checkpoint in a Lusaka-bound ambulance belonging to Outaf Memorial Hospital. The 3rd accused person, Lina Mulipa Banda, 28, who was implicated through investigations, pleaded not guilty. Her matter has been adjourned to 26th of March 2026 for trial. Meanwhile, 28 of the 30 Ethiopian nationals have appeared before court on charges of unlawful entry. Their case has been adjourned to 2nd March 2026.
In the meantime, the Zambia Police Service has apprehended 23 suspected illegal immigrants believed to be British nationals following a swift and coordinated intra-agency operation conducted by police in Chisamba District and Lusaka. Zambia Police Service Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilabi says the operation commenced on February 18, 2026 around 08 hours along the Chisamba-Chipembe Road in Chisamba District. He says, acting on credible intelligence, alert officers intercepted a grey Isuzu motor vehicle suspected of transporting illegal immigrants. Mr. Chilabi says Zambia police officers pursued and successfully stopped the vehicle, leading to the apprehension of 2 Zambian drivers identified as Ruben Banda and Shadrach Tembo.
A search of the vehicle resulted in the apprehension of 13 suspected illegal immigrants believed to be Bangladeshi nationals. The development on the same date, around 10 hours, in Kabanana compound, Lusaka, officers intercepted and detained additional suspected illegal immigrants believed to be Bangladeshi, bringing the number of arrests to 23. A Toyota Fortuner motor vehicle believed to have been used in the commission of the offense has been impounded. The driver of the said vehicle fled the scene and is currently at large. All suspects are currently in police custody and the motor vehicles used in the commission of offenses have been impounded.
Zambia's ambassador to Japan, Tobias Mulimbika, has reaffirmed Zambia's commitment to strengthening bilateral trade and economic relations with the Republic of Namibia. The ambassador made the remarks during a courtesy call by the ambassador-designate of the Republic of Namibia to Japan, Ms. Rosina Hobbs, at the Zambian mission in Tokyo. Ambassador Mulimbika noted that Zambia and Namibia continue to enjoy long-standing bilateral relations rooted in historical solidarity, particularly Zambia's support during Namibia's liberal struggle. He stated that the two countries are now focused on deepening strategic cooperation in areas such as economic partnerships, infrastructure development, trade facilitation, and regional security. He emphasized that the presence of both missions in Japan presents an opportunity to jointly promote investment into projects of mutual interest, including the development of the Wavis Bay, Ndola Lubumbashi corridor, and the Katima Mulilo one-stop border post as critical infrastructure for regional trade and transit of goods and services. This is contained in a statement issued by Embassy of the Republic of Zambia, Tokyo, Japan First Secretary Press and Public Relations, Faith Nabene Chilube. Education Minister Douglas Siagalima says government remains committed to making continuous improvements and addressing emerging challenges in the effort to mainstream and have equitable and quality life skills and health education (LSHE) interventions in schools. Mr. Siagalima says Zambia is a signatory to several treaties that promote young people's human capital development. He says as a country, it has signed the East and Southern African ESA commitments of 2013 to 2020 for the health and well-being of young people in 2013 and have renewed its commitment by signing ESA 2 of 2021 to 2030. Mr. Siagalima says the ministry is also committed in championing the education for health and well-being agenda fronted by the African Union. He says the ministry has made strides in the development and protection of young people, in line with the Earth National Development Plan in the National Health Strategic Plan of 2022 to 2026. Since 2021, government has eliminated tuition fees for public early childhood, primary and secondary schools, resulting in the enrollment of over 2.3 million children. The minister said this at the Life Skills and Health Education (LSHE) Learning Exchange meeting in Lusaka under the theme towards establishing the LSHE Steering Committee. And in other news trending this evening, the Lusaka City Council (LCC) has commenced conducting a headcount for skills development under the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) allocation for the year 2026 in various skills training institutions. Development expert Charity Musamba has underscored the need for sustainable social programs aimed at alleviating poverty and reducing citizens' vulnerability over the long term. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
Technology and Science Minister Felix Mutati and Mozambique's Minister of Communications and Digital Transformation, Americo Muchanga, will on 21 February 2026 officially launch the Zambia-Mozambique cross-border interconnection and one-stop border post at Chanida Kasakataza. The launch marks a significant milestone in regional integration, trade facilitation, and infrastructure modernization, reflecting the New government's commitment under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema to unlocking Zambia's economic potential through trade-led growth and enhanced regional cooperation. The one-stop border post integrates customs, immigration, and border control procedures of both countries into a single harmonized system. The streamlined approach will reduce border clearance times, lower the cost of doing business, and improve the efficiency of cross-border trade for transporters and traders. Ministry Principal Public Relations Officer Elitongo Maboshe says strategically located, the Chanida-Kasakatiza border links Zambia to Mozambique's Beira and Nakara ports, providing a vital corridor for regional and international trade. The operationalization of the one-stop border post is expected to accelerate the movement of goods, strengthen regional value chains, and enhance the competitiveness of Zambian exports. Mr. Maboshe says the project is also set to stimulate economic activity and job creation, particularly in Eastern Province and surrounding communities, and growth in logistics, transport, agriculture, and related services. News.
5 is on Radio Business News. We trade and industry, local and global. It's our business. Informed about business.
And in foreign news, talks between Russia, Ukraine, and the US aimed at ending Moscow's war in Ukraine have concluded without a breakthrough. The trilateral meetings held in Geneva went on late on Tuesday but only lasted 2 hours on Wednesday. Although U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff had expressed optimism over the talks, both the chiefs, Russian negotiator and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, indicated they had been difficult. Some progress was made on military issues, including the location of the front line and ceasefire monitoring, according to a Ukrainian diplomatic source. And in sports news, the Great North Road group of companies has donated 100,000 kwacha towards the all-ladies fight night boxing tournament featuring Esther Piri and Sandra Almeida, scheduled for March 27, 2026. Speaking during the handover ceremony, the group's chief executive officer, Dr. Rosia Siatwambo, said this would not be the only event the company partners with, as it intends to support many more initiatives in the spirit of promoting sports in Zambia. Dr. Siatwambo emphasized the importance of celebrating Zambia's champions and supporting platforms that showcase local talent.
Sports in this country, so that we can also be celebrating our own champions, not only celebrating champions for this, but our people also can also be known and seen also elsewhere. And we have now this Esther Piri Nest promotion, ladies fight that is between Esther and Sarah. And at this point, I want to say we are glad and we are excited, and Madam Esther Piri, see and watch the fight.
At the same event, Esther Piri's manager, Gift Piri, described it as one of the greatest sports in Zambia. Mr. Piri thanked the Great North Road group of companies for its generous donation and continued support for the sport.
Boxing is one of the greatest sports that we have in Zambia, and I think we've also witnessed a lot of boxers that have come on board. But also, the reason why we are also intrigued and also fascinated that Great North Road is on board, I think we are a witness of boxers that are trending on social media with regards to their lifestyle going in a different direction. I think Great North Road Rehabilitation Center and the group of companies plays a pivotal role in trying to reshape these young people and these boxers, because at the end of the day, you need to have a lot of mental resilience for you to be able to stand this sport and any other sport.
Esther Piri also expressed gratitude to the company for the sponsorship and said she's looking forward to the tournament.
Give us a big opportunity. I know it's not easy. It's take a hard work and a good recognition. These things, it doesn't come like then you are waiting at Yazamera. I just want to appreciate more and the media. And for me, this I don't have words. I'm looking forward for a big day. And I'm working hard also to encourage my young girls to work hard that day we put a good fight, a good tournament, and we show to the corporates that what you are doing is very serious. It's a job. At the end of the day, change our life.
And now the weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chineka Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Southern and Lusaka provinces, including the southern parts of eastern and the eastern parts of central provinces, mainly cloudy, windy at times, and warm to mild, with isolated rain and occasional thunder. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news part. Before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines.